Yo, what's going on, YTBC? It's me back again with another vid. This is actually more of a response video to NWBoxing24. But before I start, let me make this clear. This is not a diss video. This is not to condemn his opinion or his response to the Mayweather-Berto contest that's coming up next month on September 12th on pay-per-view. Okay? I want to say actually that I actually agree with just about everything he said in that video. He made some solid points, and it was very constructive and very factual. Okay? I can't argue with the fact that, yes, Floyd Mayweather has fought a guy that we've been asking for a long time, but it took him 6 years to finally fight him, which is Manny Pacquiao. And yes, he fought the man. Then he was consistent to say, I'm just referring to NWBoxing24. He did state on multiple occasions with consistency that he doesn't give a damn who Floyd fights after Pacquiao. He feels that after that fight he should retire or he can fight whoever he wants. That's what Northwest has said. He's on record for saying that because I've actually seen the videos. But the one thing I wanted to contest on him is the fact that I know he was kind of somewhat insinuating, pretty much threw in somewhat a bit of a subliminal that we as hardcore boxing fans, yes, we can piss and moan about the fact that we don't like this fight happening, but hey, tough fuck, who gives a fuck? It's tough shit, whatever it is. Deal with it. Okay, fine, we'll deal with it, but that still does give us a right as a hardcore boxing fan to condemn this fucking fight, okay? Because first of all, Floyd was on record going on to say that he's the greatest of all time. Not the greatest of his era, no. He said he's the greatest of all time, meaning that he's greater than Muhammad Ali, he's greater than Sugar Ray Robinson, he's greater than Willie Pep, Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns, Roberto Duran, Mike Tyson. I mean, I could go on and on and on, all right? But the thing is this, if you're going to really self-proclaim yourself as the greatest of all time or the TBE, the best ever, quote-unquote, then we as hardcore boxing fans are going to hold you to that standard, okay? We're going to parade you and we're going to condemn you and we're going to tear your resume apart until you actually fight opponents that you need to fight. For example, your mandatories like Keith Thurman, okay? Not by coming here and try to evaluate your opponents very, very carefully and then pick them at the right time to fight them, and then I'll go ahead and propagate it to the point that this was actually the best opponent that you can possibly fight. No, you don't do that. You're not trying to fool boxing fans, not even with this Berto fight. You can't do that. All right. Now, as far as Shane Mosley had came out and condemned this pay-per-view as a joke. And I'm going to actually post a link to my description box below so you can take a look at it. Now, Shane Mosley, he's absolutely correct. I mean, because 90% of the consumer electorate actually believes this fight is actually a joke. It shouldn't be made, especially on no goddamn pay-per-view, okay? Now, if this was on free TV, yes, it could be somewhat understandable, but at the same time, it'd still be a joke. But it would not receive that much backlash compared to what it is now, the fact that it's going to be on a pay-per-view for an outrageous fee of $64.95 for standard definition and $74.95 for fucking HD. So it's just so laughable, man, and it just repetitive to say this over and over again. So now to your question, in your video, is the Ricardo Mayorga and Shane Mosley fight on pay-per-view going to be much more better than the Floyd Mayweather-Andre Berto fight? I honestly believe it will be, man, because you and I both know, and you said this in your video, that it's going to be a freaking slugfest. These guys, two old guys way out of their prime, they're going to come in, they're going to wing it. And Mayorga's, he's going to be winging shots all over in different angles and awkward directions, whatnot. This man's going to come fight. Even if he might get knocked out, which more likely he will be, just like he did 7 years ago when he fought Shane, he will give you a fight. If you look at his fights against Felix Trinidad, and you look at his fights against the late Andrew Lewis, Six Heads Lewis, and you look at his fights against Vernon Forrest, Corey Spinks, none of his fights were boring. None of them. I forgot to include the Miguel Cotto fight, which was a very entertaining fight as well. None of those fights were boring. He gave us fans a fight. He gave us a show. And this is a guy who actually could promote a fight. All right? And all that shit talking and all the, the insults towards his opponent that he showed contempt, this man can actually sell a fight. He didn't care that he gets hit, but, I'm not going to ramble about it. But anyhow, I just wanted to make this video and respond and just say that, yeah, I do agree with the majority of the points that you made in your video. But at the same time, us hardcore boxing fans do have a right to condemn it. And again, we do have a right to hold Floyd to the highest standard, since he proclaimed himself to be the best ever or the greatest of all time. So, anyhow, signing off. Peace.